And then what's going to happen is once you say, yes, they are correct, once the buyer says, yes, they are correct, then you sign off on that, and those are sent back to them, and then your closing is going to take place in 72 hours or whenever you have it set up. And that's the last point we're going to go over, all right, is the closing. Woohoo! You made it, all right? So it's almost always at an attorney's office. I mean, there are options where you can sign remotely and things like that, all right? Especially since the whole COVID thing, but even more so now. But let's say it's at an attorney's office and it's still the traditional kind where the seller's there and the buyer's there. You show up, the seller's part is the shortest part, and it's almost all done up front in the first 15 minutes. And the closing lasts 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what's there. All right. In that closing, they're going to ask you to sign certain documents. You sign the documents, you come back. Great. The buyer then takes the rest of the time to sell the document, to sign the documents. They'll walk through it. That's a good time for you to hand off the keys to them, to tell them any little things about the house that you hadn't thought about before. You know, little fun little things that they might want to know. It's time to hand them the garage door opener. It's time to hand them documents about the house that maybe is maintenance done on the house, done on the HVAC unit, things like that. It's time to show them the combination to maybe if you have a safe in the house, here's the combination. We left it open for you. Anything like that you have there, it's time to hand that off. And it's time to exchange phone numbers as well as addresses. They need to forward something to you, or they need to get a hold of you because they got a question about the sprinkler system. Well, you've got all that information and you can do that. And then